entrepreneurs have is they are intimidated by the responsibilities that comes with their position. You made a list of goals and there's so many things that you have to do that you get overwhelmed before you even do them. You get so overwhelmed that you never get started and you never get anything done. Never look at the entire process, only look at the beginning. Everything starts from the beginning and everything comes from the beginning. So don't think you have to do this, you have to do that, and how long it's going to take. The only thing that you need to keep your mind on is the first second of doing something new, because the beginning is the only thing that matters. Welcome to another episode of Armand Invest. Today we're on episode 4. And this episode is brought to you by the one and only big beard legend himself, P. Michael. P. Michael is a barber out of Philly, one of the sharpest barbers that we have in the city. And he just went through a rebrand and became a full-blown entrepreneur. I want everybody that's watching this to go to Instagram and follow P. Michael at @PMichael_. P. Michael teaches people how to be successful entrepreneurs. So with that being said, you know he's a perfect fit for this series. If you go to his page, he has tons of posts on how to change your mind and develop a new thinking process so you can reach more success. If you go to his link tree, you get access to everything that P. Michael offers. He has classes called the Junior Barber Academy where he teaches kids how to cut hair. If you have kids, this is a perfect opportunity for them to develop a new skill to bring more money into the house. He also teaches adults how to cut hair as well. So if you need another stream of income and you look at yourself like you could be one of the best barbers in your city, then P. Michael is the person to follow. Look at everything he's doing. So when you go to his link tree, click every link in there. He has merch for sale. He has his own official website. And I remember the last time I seen P. Michael, I said, P. Michael, my beard, I can't grow it out. I can't grow my beard right here on the size of my face. I can only grow it on my chin. He said, well, I have the best beard products in the world. So if you're having trouble with beard growth, P. Michael is the person to follow. Make sure you buy his hair products. I want you to support everything P. Michael does. He's one of those people, whatever he says, I listen to everything because he's a man's man. He's a very respectable person and he has so much knowledge. So whenever you see him post or whenever you see him speak, try to stop what you're doing and give it your full undivided attention. Whatever he says is guaranteed to change your life. So I was on Instagram and I saw this post and it got to me. It says, start by doing one push-up. Start by drinking a glass of water. Start by paying toward one debt. Start by reading one page. Start by making one sale. Start by deleting one old contact. A lot of us look at everything that we have to do. So we look at it like, I need to do 400 push-ups a night. Well, it's no way that you could do 400 push-ups unless you start by doing one. It's no way that you can pay all your debts off without paying one debt first. So instead of looking at the entire process, which will intimidate you, look at the beginning. Just get started. And once you get started, you'll start to build the motivation and the energy needed to actually get the job done. It seems like we lose motivation and we lose energy the more that we think about what we have to do. So instead of overthinking and thinking about everything, how about we only think about getting started? And once we get started, all the negative energy and the uncomfort will fade and it'll soon be replaced with you being proud of yourself for getting started. And he ends it by saying, start today and repeat tomorrow. When it comes to your list of goals, it's not necessarily your job to get everything done in one day. Keep going tomorrow, keep going the next day. Your goals is not a list of things that you have to do. It's a lifestyle that you're trying to create. Continue the process until the process is complete. The caption says, a lot of times we think about starting something or getting back to something, but then it becomes overwhelming when we think too hard about it. My golden rule is to just start where you are. Do just one thing. Also, check out this book that I read called THE1THING book. I hope it helps you like it helped me. Coach P, one thing at a time. You got this. So yeah, start where you are. A lot of us, we may want to start in a better house, in a better relationship, in a better state of mind, but it's no time like now and it's no place like where you are now. You might not necessarily have control of where you are or where you're going. So you don't want to wait until you're somewhere else. You gotta do what you have to do right now, so you don't waste any more time, because our failures have kept us in the same position longer than we expected to be in it. So try not to procrastinate what you have to do based off of your environment or where you wish you were. Just get started. Stop relying on the excuses, and you'll go farther than you imagine. P. Michael mentioned a book in his caption at The One Thing book, so let's check that out and see what it's talking about. We're on the One Thing books page now. It says The One Thing, the #1 Wall Street Journal's bestseller, the surprisingly simple truth behind extraordinary results. Well, it's saying go to the1thing.com to see what this book is all about. So this page is just like my page, just like P. Michael's page. The main goal of this account is to change the mindset of entrepreneurs so they can become more successful. So after you follow P. Michael, make sure you follow The One Thing book at The One Thing book. Let's go to their website to see what this book is all about that P. Michael told us to read. Their website is the1thing.com. We're talking about the #1, not the word. All right, we're on the website now. It says the one thing. What's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier and unnecessary? In the #1 Wall Street Journal's bestseller, Gary Keller has identified that behind every successful person is their one thing. No matter how success is measured, personal or professional, only the ability to dismiss distractions and concentrate on your one thing stands between you and your goals. The one thing is about getting extraordinary results in every situation. One of the most powerful things that we read out of that paragraph is, no matter how success is measured, personal or professional, only the ability to dismiss distractions and concentrate on your one thing stands between you and your goals. As an entrepreneur, you know, especially if you have a family, there are going to be unlimited distractions at all times, especially if you're an overthinker that has insecurities. Like Gary Keller said, man, only the ability to dismiss distractions and concentrate on your one thing stands between you and your goals. So you may have to spend time with certain people. You may want to do certain things around the house, do certain things after work, but only the ability to dismiss those distractions can bring you some real money. Dismiss those distractions, buy the One Thing book, follow P. Michael, and follow the One Thing. This is another episode of Armand Invest, and I'm telling you, stop overthinking about your list of goals. Don't think about everything you have to do. Think about getting started, and remember, once you get started, all your negative energy, uncomfort, and insecurities will start to fade, because you'll be proud of yourself for getting past your own mind. Your mind is always going to tell you what you don't like, what you doubt, what you can't do, what you don't have the energy to do, and that's a distraction as well. Stop thinking, turn your mind off, and replace your thoughts with action. This is another episode of Armand Invest, and I want you to invest in starting. Invest in the beginning of your career. Invest in the beginning of your goals. Stop looking at the end process. People may want to be a realtor. They say, this guy's a realtor, he makes $50,000 a deal. This guy's a basketball player, he makes $10 million a year. This person's a rapper, he makes $10 million a year. That's the end process. Where were they in the beginning? They're right where you're at with the same amount of excuses that you had. So invest in your beginning. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell right here, so whenever I make new content, you're the first one to see it. Before we end this video, I have a Cash App at Armand Invest. If you enjoy the content that's on this channel, please leave a donation. The more money, the more videos I can make. And as somebody that just started a new channel, it's going to take me a long time to start making money from YouTube. If you like the content that I post and you get good energy from it, please leave a donation and leave your name too, and I'll make sure I give you a shout out in my next video. This is another episode of Armand Invest, your favorite show where you find out how to be a better entrepreneur. And today we are investing in a new beginning. We have to get rid of who we used to be so we can become who we're supposed to be.